And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Clopton High School, where tonight we're going to see a football game, varsity football game between the Montgomery County Wildcats and the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks. And let's see here. We got about 12 minutes, I guess. That's showing 11 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. So I'll give a chance to talk a little bit about what's going on with the game, and or what's going to be going on with the game. And so let's see. Montgomery County and Clopton Elsberry have not met this year. Their all-time record since 2010. That's how far back the computer records goes back to 2010. Clopton Elsberry's won 3, and Montgomery County has won 6. Last time they met was on the 19th of October last year, and it was a 58-56 victory for Montgomery County, and that was a back-and-forth game. It was really exciting. I was over there. It was in Montgomery County, and I was over there for the game, and it was really exciting game. Teams didn't. It's just one of those instances where whoever had the ball last was the one that was going to win. So, that being said, right now Montgomery County's got a record this year of 6-2, whereas Clopton Elsberry is only 2-6 this year. Clopton Elsberry has scored an average of 23.6 points per game, and they've allowed 23.9 points per game. Montgomery County scored 34.9 points per game, and they've only allowed 22.4. But like you're going to hear me say every week, that's why they play the game. They don't play it on paper. They play it in person because anything can happen in person. This also is the last regular season game. This is the last regular season game for probably both teams. But it's definitely the last regular season game for Clopton Elsberry. And, okay, I guess we're getting ready right now to do the national anthem, so I'm going to pause for that. Okay, there was our national anthem for the night. And like I was saying, this is the last regular season game for Clopton Elsberry. And they'll be playing a district game, I would assume, next Friday night, but I'm not sure. Don't know who it's going to be against or where it'll be. I imagine it'll be but I just might miss it because at this point in time, the Elsberry girls softball team is still in the state tournament. And depending on how they do in their next game, they could be playing in the Final Four next Friday. So if that's the case, I will be in Springfield with them and hate to miss the football game. but that's where I'll be. So anyway, at this point in time, let's go ahead and go through the roster of both teams. And for the Montgomery County Wildcats, on their roster tonight is number 2, Jackson Brower. Number 3, Logan Hutchison. Number 4, Drake Smith. Number 5, Aiden Hall. Number 6, Bailey Sontag. Number 8, Ben Miller. Number 9, Thomas Kleekamp. Number 11, Drake Dowser, or Doozer. Number 12, Adam Cerniski. Yeah, that one. Number 15, Jacob Kluver. Number 16, Matthew Clark. Number 21, Nick Sack. Number 22, Tristan Murray. Number 23, Alex Hartman. Number 24, Travis Hill. Number 25, Stephen Stab. Number 26, Ty Lou. Number 27, Trenton Clardy. Number 31, Jack Jaspering. Number 32, Kyle Yelton. Number 33, Carson Parker. Number 36, Tommy Williams. Number 39, Gavin Mendoza. Number 44, Keaton Marshall. Number 45, Ethan Abercrombie. Number 47, Marlando Parker. Number 50, Donnie Wisdom. Number 51, Evan Abercrombie. Number 54, Harrison Bishop. Number 55, Will Shue. 56, Blake LeBrier. 59, Aaron Milner. 63, Josh Gilbert. 65, Trey Meyer. 66, Levi Larkin. 67, Blake Yelton. 68, Colin Hodge. 70, Caden Thurman. 73, Cade Lang. 75, John Reese. 76, Tim Hooper. 77, Gunnar Sexton. And number 99, Jacob Johnson. And Montgomery County is coached by, let me find it on here, head coach John Kleekamp. Assisted by Dustin Dyer, Justin Graves, Scott Kroger, Sam Turner, and Colin Youngerman. And now for the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks roster. Number 2, Bryce Irving. Number 3, Justin Genowine. Number 4, Mason Street. Number 5, Zach Evans. Number 6, Joshua Wolanski. Number 8, Tyler Kuntz. Number 11, Landon Struss. Number 12, Sean Yates. Number 13, Kyle Martin. Number 15, Lucas Martin. Number 19, Eli Gladney. Number 20, Dorian Zumwalt. Number 23, Trevor Ashing. Number 25, Jake Reimel. Number 32, Justin Shaw. 35, Malik McPike. Number 38, Avery Hall. 45, Kobe Twellman. Number 50, Jacob Martin. Number 54, Ethan King. 55, Gabriel Hill. 59, Randy Freeborn. Number 60, Nathan Martin. Number 65, Riley Walker. Number 68, Brody Freeborn. 71, Jacob Wolanski. 72, Ryan McNelly. 75, Jordan Kruger. 77, Chance Lucas. Number 81, Dylan Kaplan. And number 99, Will Clark. Head coach is Butch Wolanski, assisted by Nick Grimaud, Chad Twellman, Chuck Bowers, Alex Black, and Colin Dugan. And the cheerleaders for these two schools is, for the Clopton side of it, is Madison Parrish, Laura Huckstep, Stephanie Talbert, Ashlyn Hunter, Kylie Lucas, Sierra Miller, Ellie Beecham, Gracie Palmer, and their cheer coach is Linda Parrish. For Elsberry, Jade Cooper, Melody Hall, Haley King, Gracie Mahurin, Jordan Sir, Kennedy Flynn, Isabel Bayless, Mia Spurlock, Randy Burke, Abby Braden, McKenna Mills, Sierra Crenshaw, Haley Duval, and they are coached by Carrie Braden. So, let's go ahead and take a break here before this game gets started. And I will be back to start this game.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, Wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we are back. And they have flipped the coin. And they are getting ready to start this game. At 27 seconds left on the clock before they'll get ready to go. Hopefully I got this camera set up to where you're going to be able to see everything. And looks like to begin this game, Montgomery County is going to be kicking off. The IndianHawks will be receiving the ball, and they will be defending the south goal. Montgomery County will be defending the north goal. Or if you don't know your directions, Clopton will be going to the left. Clopton Elsberry will be going to the left. Montgomery County will be going to the right. That's for this first quarter. So, kicking off for Montgomery County. Ball is picked up, and Kyle Martin received the ball, and he is brought down at about the 35-yard line. Let's make that the 38-yard line. Nice run to begin this game. So Clopton Elsberry begins his drive 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One runner's with him. Looks like he picks up around 7 yards or so. Okay, make that about 8 yards where they place the ball. So nice 8-yard run there for Jake Reimel. Sean Yates was under center that time. And they are out on the far end of the field. Kyle Martin is here to the near side, wide out. Same formation. Another pitch back to Reimel, and then a reverse to Kyle Martin. And he's around the end, and he is taken off. And first down and a bunch more, about a 30-yard run there for Kyle Martin. And it takes them down 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks at about the 33-yard line. .36 remaining in this first quarter. Yates under center again. One in motion. He's got the ball, and he's brought down the backfield, and I do see yellow markers on the field. Wait and see what this flag is. False start against the IndianHawks, and it was declined. Because actually they lost about 5 yards on the play, so it'd be the exact same thing, only it's second down now instead of first. So a smart move on Montgomery County. So Yates back in a shotgun now, pistol actually. High snap, gives it to Zach Evans, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up third down in about 15. All right, here's a third down. Crucial third down here to start this game. Yates back under center again. Two wideouts, one on each end. He's back to pass, and they really rushed him. They had about 3 rushers coming through, and they were on him pretty quick. He got the pass away, but there was nobody there to get it. So that brings up fourth down from about the 37-yard line. Fourth and about 15 from the 37. And it looks like they are going for it. Yates back in a shotgun. 2 wideouts to each side. One back. Reimel's in the back. He steps into the pocket to pass, and he's got a receiver. See who that is. That is Malik McPike. And he is down at about the 9-yard line. They were about the 37-yard line, and they're down at the 9 now, so 29-yard pass. So Yates under center again. I formation, and gives it to Jake Reimel, and he's being pushed sideways. Loss of about a yard on the play. So still second and goal for the IndianHawks from the 10-yard line now. And Yates back in there. He ran over to get a play. He's back in now, and he is back in a shotgun position. Reimel back with him. 2 wideouts each side. He's back to pass, and he's under a lot of pressure. Throws the ball away down the sideline. Nobody there for it. So brings up third and goal from the 10. .804 remaining in this first quarter. Opening drive for the IndianHawks. And they've gone from their own 37-yard line down to the 9. They're back at the 10 right now. So they've moved the ball. They've had a couple of big plays that moved the ball, and it looks like we're getting a timeout. Not sure what the discussion is about, but must be important because it's awful early in the game to be calling a timeout. They're out there discussing things. 8:04 remaining in this first quarter. Third down. Goal to go from the 10. And, okay, both teams heading back out in the field now. See what kind of a play they have for this. Third and goal. And Yates is under center with Reimel behind him. One wide out each end. He's back to pass. The pass was into the end zone and looks like it was incomplete. I really couldn't see from here whether he caught it or not, but they called it incomplete. So it brings up 4th and goal from the 10. And looks like Kyle Martin's going to be attempting a field goal. Be from about the 16-yard line. Kick is up. And it is no good. I guess it was wide to the left. Yeah, from here it looked good, but it must have been wide to the left. So, Wildcats will take over they'll be taking over now from, I guess high school has the same play where they'll be taking over from they'll be taking over from the 19-yard line. I thought it'd be from the 16 where the ball was placed. But either way, they're at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Opening drive for Montgomery County. And quarterback keeper, and he runs it up about 4 yards. Let's see, I need to get familiar with their players. Is that Drake Doozer out there? Looks like number 11. He's back to pass. Pass is tipped. So no good on that. Brings up 3rd and about 8. Yeah, that is Doozer. Drake Doozer, their junior quarterback. I don't know what everybody's waiting on right now. I guess they're putting plays in. Anyway, Doozer's back in the pistol position. Has 3 wideouts to the far side. He's back to pass again. A lot of pressure on him. There's the pass right up the middle. That pass was to Drake Smith. And that is a first down for Montgomery County. They are up to about the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line. So on the opening drive, after 3 downs, Montgomery County has moved the ball up closer to midfield. And there is Doozer, and he is weaving in and out. And he is out across the 35-yard line. For our quarterback, he's down to about the 34-yard line. So Montgomery County gets into Indian Hawk territory. Again, 3 wideouts on the near side, 1 in motion. Hand off to, I believe that's Tristan Murray. I think it was. And he gets back to about the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up a yard on that. Brings up 2nd and 9. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. No score so far. Shotgun for Doozer. He's back to pass. Had a little bit of time, and he's getting away from defenders. He's running the ball, and he was just weaving in and out with the Indian Hawk defenders, and he's up close to a first down. And they gave him the first down. So he's up to, looks like about the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Same formation almost every play. Number 4 in motion. That is Drake Smith. Try to see. Amazingly enough, their numbers, you can see where they are real well, but I can't read them real well. Maybe it's just my eyes. Short gain on the play. About a 3-yard gain, going to make it 2nd and 7. So 2nd and 7 from about the 21-yard line. Quarterback keeper, he's running to the near side, running around, and he's brought down about the 1-yard line. He was brought out of bounds. There is a flag on the play, a couple of them down. Take it back where the referees are. And still no indication yet. Here he's coming out to give us what it is. 2 fouls. All right, 2 penalties on the play. Holding on the offense and personal foul on the defense. And they're going to replay 2nd down. So a big gain by Montgomery County negated by both teams. I guess really the big negation would have been from their own team, because the personal foul would not have penalized Montgomery County. But anyway, so we replace 2nd down, 2nd and 7 from about the 21-yard line. And there's a flag, a player in motion, and he ducked up through that line before the ball was snapped. Yeah, false start. It's going to bring a repeat 2nd down again. Like we're in a time loop with the 2nd down here. They keep playing it, but it doesn't go away. So it's going to make it 2nd and about 12. All right. Looks like they're in the same formation. 1 wide out each side. And the snap was dropped by the quarterback, and he's being chased right now. And he is brought down on the far side. Looks like loss of another 3 or 4 yards on the play probably. They're back around the 30-yard line. They've got to get back to the 15-yard line. They're on the 30, so it brings up 3rd down and 15. But at least we got past the 2nd down for a change. All right, same offense for Montgomery County. Doozer's in a pistol position. He's back to pass, and before he could get the pass away, he is brought down. That was Zach Evans that brought him down for a sack. So that's going to bring up 4th down now. The 4th down and 18 yards. They're back on about the 33-yard line now. He tried to step into the pocket, but that pocket was full of IndianHawks. So 3 wideouts now to the near side. Doozer back to pass, and he's being chased back now. And he's hit just as he passes. And pass was incomplete. So IndianHawks will take over on downs now at their own 33-yard line. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No score. Both teams have penetrated into the enemy territory, but neither one's able to do anything. So 1st and 10. Yates under center again. 1 wide out. And he's keeping the ball and picks up a yard or two, probably 2 yards. The 2nd down, 8 yards to go from the 35-yard line. All right, so once again, wide out, Kyle Martin all the way down here to this side. Can't see who's all the way at the other. Yates under center, back to pass. Quick pass to Kyle Martin, and he's got it, and he breaks free, and he is off to the races. There's only one that has a chance of getting him, and he doesn't get him, and touchdown! Clopton, Elsberry, IndianHawks. Beautiful pass play there, right into coverage. But Kyle Martin snagged it out of the air and brought it and ran the distance all the way down for a touchdown. So, Clopton Elsberry 6-0. Clopton Elsberry over Montgomery County Wildcats. Let's take a quick break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget.
All right, Kyle Martin, after making the touchdown, attempting the extra point, now he's kicking off for Clopton Elsberry. It is received and heading up through the middle and getting through a lot of the Clopton Elsberry defenders. Nice return back from Montgomery County. He returns it up to his own 45-yard line, actually about the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Montgomery County. First and 10 from their own 46. So Montgomery County is going to begin their second drive. Doozer back in a shotgun. It drops the ball. Lateral pass over to number 4. Get his name here in a second. And he is just weaving around everybody. Nice gain there. Nice gain for Montgomery County. Pass and run, and he's up to about the 23-yard line. All right, I just received notification for anybody keeping up with Elsberry State Tournament softball. The game for tomorrow has been canceled, and it will be Monday. Just now received that notification. So anyway, 1st and 10 for Montgomery County. And quarterback keeper, and he's heading for the sidelines. Looks like he might have a first down. So, first down for Montgomery County. And they continue this drive. They are down around the, looks like about the 11-yard line. And end around run, and he is across in for a touchdown. They have just gave that is Bailey Sontag, I believe, ran that ball. Looked like a number 6. Yep, Bailey Sontag with that touchdown run. So with 1:02 remaining in the first quarter, the score is now tied 6-6. So I don't know whether Montgomery County kicks for extra points or if they go for 2 all the time. Looks to me like they're going for 2. You just never know about these high school teams, whether they're going to have a place kicker or not. And the pass into the end zone, and it is good for 2 points. Nice pass there. So 1:02 remaining in the first quarter. The score is now 8-6 Montgomery County. Short-lived lead there for Clopton Elsberry, but now they need to do something when they get the ball back.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Okay, back to kick for Montgomery County's Evan Abercrombie. Nice kick down there, received by Dorian Zumwalt, and he's running to the far side, and he is, I thought he was ready to break loose there, but he was pushed out of bounds. So Clopton Elsberry gets the ball up, see where he was pushed out. See where they're going to begin this drive. About the 39-yard line. So they'll be 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Kyle Martin here to the near side. Looks like Yates is under center. Hands it off. See who he handed it off to. That was Jake Reimel. Went up the middle, picked up maybe 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. So they'll be running one more play unless they get the ball goes out of bounds. So once again, an I formation, 2 wideouts, 1 each side. Yates under center. Back to pass. Rolls out here to the near side, and he's heading for the out of bounds. And he runs out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, so it's actually a little bit of a loss on the play. So 3rd and 2 wideouts far side, and they're so close here now you can't hardly even call Martin a wideout, but Jake Reimel in the backfield with Yates, who is in shotgun, and he's having to avoid the defense, but he gets the ball up to Will Clark. And Will Clark That is good for a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 49 for Clopton Elsberry, and that's the end of the first quarter. All right, I was just informed that number 99 is not Will Clark, it's Gabriel Hill. So I apologize on that. Let's see, 55, and so Will Clark is 99. All right, try to get this right from now on. All right, we come back for the second quarter. It is 1st and 10 IndianHawks from the Wildcat 49-yard line. Yates under center, pitches it back to Reimel. He's heading for the far side, and he is up hard when they blew the whistle. So, that was the first play, took up 9 seconds of the second quarter. Once again, I formation, Yates under center, back to pass, and he has lots of pressure on him, and he is brought down. Loss of about 10 or so on the play. I guess loss of 9. So they're back now at their own 49-yard line. Going to be about 3rd and about 12. Clock is running with a little over 11 minutes. So 3rd down and about 12. Yates back in a shotgun. And here's a long pass. And that pass was to Gabriel Hill, and flag came down. I'm going to say it's going to be pass interference. That's going to be my guess. See what they're going to call here. Pass interference. Pass interference on the defense. So that's, depending on how they do the rules nowadays, that should be a 1st and 10. But it's not from it's just an automatic first down. So 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Ball given to Zach Evans, and he runs into the line and hits a brick wall. He did pick up a yard on that play, so it's 2nd and 9 IndianHawks from the 35-yard line. Score is 8-6, Montgomery County over Clopton Elsberry right now. 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. And Yates under center, pitches back to Jake Reimel, and he's up for a gain of another couple of yards. So it looks like it's going to be third and about 7. And there's been some big 3rd downs in this game. They need to keep this ball going, though. I formation, Yates under center. And And there's a flag on the play. Offside against Montgomery County. So that'd be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to take it up to 3rd and about 2. So there was a pretty good play right there. 3rd and 2 is better than 3rd and 7. So same formation, Yates under center, I formation, one wide out far to the far side. Zach Evans up through the middle. He's got the down and more, and he's brought down around the 19-yard line. So first and 10 from about the 19. Nine minutes remaining in the first half. Once again, Yates under center, I formation. And he's back to pass. And there's Gabriel Hill with the reception, and he is brought down. He's brought down for about a 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7. All right. 2nd and 7. Yates under center. He's rolling out to the near side and decides to take it into the line, picks up a few yards. See what they give him. That is a first down. So it'd be 1st and goal for Clopton Elsberry from about the 7.5-yard line. So 1st and goal with 7:45 remaining in the first half. 8-6 Montgomery County over Clopton Elsberry. Yates under center, and he takes it right up the middle and into the end zone. I don't see any flags on the play. So Sean Yates with the touchdown. That is 7:32 remaining in the first half. And, you know, I apologize. I don't have any score up here on my computer. I don't know what I've been thinking of. I'll get it up here in a minute. Kyle Martin ready for the kick. Kick is up. And it is no good. But I think I don't know if there's a flag on the play or what. Not sure what that was all about. Yep, my mistake here for not getting this score up here. But it is 12-8 right now. And we are in the second quarter. I just, my brain did not tell me to do this. Twelve to 8. IndianHawks over the Montgomery County Wildcats. All right, so there was a personal foul on the last play. So Clopton Elsberry is going to be kicking off from the 25-yard line now. Kyle Martin to kick. Low kick. Ball retrieved by Montgomery County, and who was that was running it? That was Bailey Sontag. All right, so 7:23 remaining in the first half. Scores 12-8. Clopton Elsberry, and Montgomery County is 1st and 10 from about the 43-yard line. From the Clopton Elsberry 43-yard line. All right, here's number 3. He ran pretty well. He picked up a first down. He ran here to the near side. That number 3 is Logan Hutchison. And first down for Montgomery County, running to the outside on the near side. They've been setting up mainly in a pistol position, which is what he's in right now. 2 wideouts each side. Hands the ball off and is immediately brought down right at the handoff. That is number 3, Logan Hutchison. He stopped in the backfield, loss of about 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 15. All right, same setup for Montgomery County. Normally they have 3 wideouts, the far side. Complete pass up through the line of scrimmage, and their player, who's at number 8, I think, 6 or 8. That is number 8, Ben Miller. Big gain on the play. And they are up. Are they past the 10-yard line? So they have a 1st and goal. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Doesn't seem like these lights are as bright tonight. So once again, back in a shotgun position. Number 4 in motion. The quarterback's keeping it, and I believe he is in for a touchdown. So just like that, Montgomery County's back for another touchdown. Yeah, that was Doozer. That takes the score at this point in time 14 to 10. Keeping up with the score now. And just like last time, Montgomery County goes for the 2 points. They don't have a kicker. So 11 in motion, and he passes, and the pass is incomplete. Kind of a halfway trick play there. The quarterback did not receive the ball. He was in motion, ran to the far side, and then passed from over there, but it was a low pass and was not received. Let's take a quick break here.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kicking off is Evan Abercrombie for Montgomery County. There's the kick. Nice kick. It's received by, was that Kyle Martin? And he makes it up to about the 35-yard line. So ball's returned to the 35-yard line where the IndianHawks will take over. 1st and 10. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. The score is 14-12. Montgomery County over Clopton Elsberry. This may be much like last year's game where they just went back and forth with the lead. So, looks like Yates under center with Evans and Reimel behind him. Reimel with the run. And he makes it up. Yeah, he gained about 5 yards, and then they carried him back to the original line of scrimmage. All right, they're giving him 6 yards, so 2nd and 4. Good hard run there by Reimel. Clock is running with under 5 minutes. Once again, Yates under center. Reimel with the ball. He goes up the middle, and he picks up a first down. About a 7-yard gain there, 6 or 7 yard gain. So first down IndianHawks, and they are at the 48-yard line of their own 48-yard line. They have not crossed over into all right, penalty on the play. That's a chop block penalty. That's a 15-yard personal foul penalty. So that takes the ball all the way up to the 37-yard line. So big penalty against Montgomery County there. Takes the ball an additional 15 yards. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. And there's Zach Evans up the middle. No, I'm sorry, that's Jake Reimel. Jake Reimel up the middle again. And see what he picked up that time. He picked up almost 8 yards. Between 7 and 8 yards he picked up. So it brings up 2nd and about a long 2, maybe a short 3. Once again, Yates under center, and I believe Montgomery County jumped. They jumped for sure to see if they were drawn off sides. They were drawn off sides. False start offense. They just lost 5 of that 15 they got. So 2nd and 8. Once again, Yates under center. Evans and Reimel straight behind him. Kyle Martin Malik McPike to the near side. Kyle Martin to the far side. Reimel here to the near side running, and he's pushed out of bounds. Where is he? He's on about the 31-yard line. So 3rd and about 4. Third and 4 for the IndianHawks. Kyle Martin going way out to the far side. And Yates under center. Once again, Reimel and Evans behind him. And he's keeping it, going to the far side, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. That brings up 4th down now. 4th and about, well, it's a good strong 4 now. So 2:45 remaining in the first half. 14-12 Montgomery County. And 4th down now for the IndianHawks at about the 32-yard line. Yates back in a shotgun. Passes in the flat for, who is that? Is that Evans? Zach Evans with the first down. Slant pass, and he was there to get it. So 1st and 10 from about the 21-yard line. Little over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Yates back in a shotgun, got runners on either side of him. Hands it off to Reimel, and Reimel's caught right at the line of scrimmage. He went right up the middle, and there was nowhere to go. It did give him a yard, so 2nd and 9. Clock running with a little over a minute and a half. So now it's time to use some of this timeout management. Down to a minute 24. Once again, Yates back in a pistol position with Reimel and Evans back there with him. Back to pass. Okay, pass into the end zone from Malik McPike, and there's 3 flags came in. He had 2 receivers or 2 defenders on him, and they were all over him. They were all over him, and there's 3 flags down for what I can't believe won't be pass interference. Getting ready to get the call right now. Oh, my goodness. Okay, it was defensive pass interference before the ball was thrown. That's what they called. When he first put his hands up there and for a holding call, I thought, oh, my God, that's – all right, so that brings up 1st and goal from the about the 8-yard line for the IndianHawks with a minute 9 remaining in the first half. Yates back in a shotgun position, pistol position, and he's back to pass, and then he takes off. He faked the pass. He takes off and is brought down immediately at the 10-yard line. And Yates is back with Evans and Reimel. Malik McPike to the near side. Hill. There was a pass to Hill. All right, he was in for the touchdown before he dropped the ball. As he was taking the defender in with him, right at the goal line, he received the pass and had the defender on him just as he caught the pass, and he twisted his way to the goal line, stretched out and got the ball across the line, and as it hit the ground, it bounced out, and Montgomery County picked it up. Montgomery County picked it up and started to run with it, but they called the touchdown, which, anytime there's a touchdown, that stops the play right there. So timeout right now. Clock is stopped at 21.2 seconds. So right now, the score is 18-14. And if anybody knows good country music, they're going to know that in 1814 we took a little trip. But I'm showing my age with that too. So get this changed. And so it's 18 IndianHawks, 14 Montgomery County. 21.2 seconds remaining in the first half. So back for the attempted point. So we've had Yates with a touchdown, Hill with a touchdown. And I don't remember who, I didn't write it down. Kyle Martin. So once again, 21.2 seconds remaining in the first half. 18-14. So the IndianHawks are looking pretty darn good tonight. And who's going to be kicking? Who's going to be kicking? Okay, here comes Kyle Martin out. I'm going to say, I imagine he's going to be kicking off for the IndianHawks. And back to receive is Bailey Sontag and Logan Hutchison. All right, just a short kick. Picked up by number 32, and that is Kyle Yelton. And he is brought down at about the 45-yard line. So with 14.4 seconds remaining in the first half, Montgomery County will have time for about one play. If they play it right, they could get two plays in there, but they have time for one play. And they'll be 1st and 10 from their own 45. All right, Doozer back in a shotgun and steps into the pocket, throws, and that is number 6. That's Sontag, and you know what? He is in for a touchdown. So with 0.7 seconds remaining in the first half, Montgomery County just made one heck of a pass run from Doozer to Sontag for an additional 6 points. And so whereas the IndianHawks were going to go in with a 4-point lead, now it looks like they're going to, at this point in time, they've got a 2-point deficit. Now for the 2-point conversion, Doozer is in for the 2 points. So, 0.7 seconds remaining in the first half, and Montgomery County is now ahead 22-18. Is this going to be another one of those games of whoever has the ball last is the winner? Kind of looks that way. That's about the way the game last year was played against Montgomery County. I remember being over there last year on top of their press box. We were high enough we needed red lights on the top of our caps, keep the airplanes from hitting us. And I don't remember the exact temperature, but I believe it was somewhere around 30 below zero. So, just got time for this kick and a run back, and that's going to be it. Zumwalt, Reimel, and Kyle Martin are back. They are back to receive the ball. And Evan Abercrombie to kick the ball. Low kick. Got past Zumwalt, and he just falls on it. So that is the end of the half with the score Montgomery County 22, the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks 18. Once again, 3 touchdowns for Clopton Elsberry. I didn't keep track of who made all the touchdowns for Montgomery County. I know that Doozer made at least 1, but Kyle Martin had a touchdown, and Gabriel Hill had a touchdown, and Sean Yates had a touchdown. So that's the 3 for Clopton Elsberry. And it's been a very close game, just as the score is showing here, 22-18. It's been that close of a game. Very evenly matched for their yeah, what am I trying to say here? That's bad whenever I run out of words. But for their records not being at all similar, 6-2 versus 2-6, neither team seems to be getting that much of an advantage on the other one. So we'll just see who outlasts the other team. But as we go into halftime here, I'm going to leave the camera on like I usually do. But I believe we're going to have some entertainment out here tonight with a young lady doing a baton routine, and I believe there's going to be fire involved. And so anyway, at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and shut down my microphones and just play a few commercials here.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home, using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. Programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay, we are back for the second half of this football game. And one thing I want to mention, I made a mistake earlier. I misread a text that I got saying that the softball game tomorrow has been canceled already. It has not been canceled yet. What the text actually says is if the game isn't played tomorrow, it is set for Monday. In the middle of watching this football game and paying attention to my computer and everything else, I read through it too quick, and I thought it said that the game was canceled tomorrow, but it is not yet canceled. So very important. If you guys heard me say that it was canceled and you let somebody else know, please let them know that it is not yet canceled. We need everybody out there cheering for the Elsberry Lady Indians. Again, this is the farthest they've ever, in school history, made it into the state tournament. And they are only 3 victories away from a state championship. So they need every fan out there cheering them on. Again, the game is scheduled to be played tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the softball field in Elsberry, which is just down the road a little ways on Highway B from the high school. They're closer to town, right on the curve as you come out of town or going into town, whichever one you're going to call it, whichever direction you're going. Right at the bottom of Pinnaky Hill. See how many, I don't know whether they still call it Pinnaky Hill or not, but that's where the game is. So once again, if you heard me say that the game is already canceled and let other people know of my mistake, then call them up and tell them the game is not yet canceled. But if it does get canceled, because it is supposed to rain all day tomorrow, if it does get canceled, it's going to be played on Monday. So, all right, so much for our softball. Let's get back to football. And we begin this third quarter here. The score is 22-18, Montgomery County Wildcats over the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks. And let's see, Clopton Elsberry will be kicking off. They'll be kicking off this for the second half. Showing about 15 seconds on the rundown clock. And back to receive is probably going to be Sontag. And let's see, it's going to be 3 and 6. So Logan Hutchison and Bailey Sontag are back deep to receive. Kyle Martin will be kicking off. So we are in the third quarter, score 22-18, and here's the kick from Kyle Martin. Nice deep kick. And both receivers let it drop. It's picked up by Hutchison, and he must have grease on his jersey because they just could not seem to grab him. So he ran the ball back up to about the 34-yard line. Yeah, he's up to the, well, they put the ball back on about the 33-yard line. So Montgomery County begins this second half, begins this drive, 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Both these teams have been staying with the other one. They've just been trading the lead throughout this entire first half. And here is Hutchison, here to the near side. And he's finally brought out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. See exactly where they place it. Okay, Wildcat first down, and it's about the 49-yard line. They're going to be about the IndianHawks 49-yard line. But they did get the first down. And so now it's 1st and 10 from their own, I said the IndianHawks, it's from their own 49-yard line. That was to lateral pass over, and that was from Ethan Abercrombie. Ethan Abercrombie was the quarterback then. So the call was an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 49-yard line. So it looks like Ethan Abercrombie is in as quarterback now. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 in motion coming in near. And pass off is to number 22. That is Tristan Murray. And he picks up about 7 yards on the play. And they have one player. It's a little slow getting up. And, yeah, he looks like the size of him is showing him he's some kind of a lineman. I didn't catch his number, but he's a lineman. I'm saying it's number 63, Josh Gilbert. He's moving around, but looks like he's in a little bit of pain. They are working with him. And they worked with him long enough. They're going to let the teams take a water break. So while they're doing that, I know you haven't heard enough commercials now. Let's go ahead and run a commercial while they are working with him.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, and Josh Gilbert is being helped off the field right now. He's not wanting to put much weight on his leg, but he's being helped off, and they'll get this game back underway again. So we're going to have 3rd and 3 for the Montgomery County Wildcats. The ball is at the IndianHawks 43-yard line. So once again, Abercrombie back in a pistol position, and he's going to keep it himself and run forward, and he is up close to a first down. See where they place the ball, but he is close. All right, see how they're placing this ball. It is awful close to a first down. And they gave him the first down. So 1st and 10 for Montgomery County from the IndianHawk 41-yard line. And now their clock is down to 3 seconds. 2, 1. They get the snap off, and Abercrombie runs up the middle for about a 5-yard gain. Got about a 5-yard gain, and there'll be 2nd and 5. They just got that snap off in time. So once again, Abercrombie with the lateral pass, and that is number 4 received that. That's Drake Smith, and he picked up maybe a yard or two. He's going to bring up 3rd and about, let's see where they placed the ball, 3rd and about 4. So once again, 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back with Abercrombie. 4 is in motion. Abercrombie rolls out here to the near side, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Logan Hutchison. No, I'm sorry. That's a 33, not just a 3. Got to see the entire uniform. Carson Parker. So that brings up 4th down and about 4. See what they're going to do here. 15 seconds left on the play clock. And they're looking around like they're waiting for somebody to bring them a sandwich. Again, Abercrombie's back in the shotgun. 3 seconds. Snap is off. He hands it off to Logan Hutchison, brings it up the near side, rounds the corner, and looks like he's got enough for a first down. He does. So once again, another first down for Montgomery County. They keep this drive going. They have 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line. Might be the 24. It's between 23 and 24. So again, shotgun position. Abercrombie back to pass. And that pass is to Bailey Sontag, and he is in the end zone with a touchdown. Nice pass, nice reception, and that's another 6 points for Montgomery County. That makes the score 28-18. And that's the biggest lead either team has gotten on the other one. And they go for 2 points. And they try to pass into the end zone, and it was knocked down. So no extra points. Keeps the score at 28-18 with 8 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 28-18 Montgomery County over Clopton Elsberry. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, and the kickoff is to Jake Reimel. I'm sorry, that's Kyle Martin. And he angles here to the near side, gets the ball up to a little past the 30-yard line. Looks like he's about the 31 to 32-yard line. They're setting the ball just on the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks. They are more than one touchdown behind now, so they've fallen behind on the back and forth. Looks like Yates going under center now. I formation with Martin in the back. Now, I'm sorry, Reimel. Boy, I can't see these numbers tonight. Reimel goes around the far side, and he is brought down after about a 6 or 7 yard gain. And it's about a 7-yard gain. Be 2nd and 3 now for the IndianHawks. 7-yard run for Jake Reimel. I've always said these football uniforms need to have numbers on the sides of them so you can see them from the side. So once again, looks like I formation with Evans and Reimel behind Yates under center. Hands it off again to Reimel. I see a flag on the play, and Reimel has worked his way up to a 1st down, but there's a flag on the play. And flags right there so many times mean holding. I just got a funny feeling we're going to have a holding penalty there. Hope I'm wrong. Holding defense, or I'm sorry, offense. So, unfortunately, I was not wrong. So, that 1st down was negated with a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. See where that takes it back to. That's taking it back to the 29-yard line. So it brings up 2nd down, about 13. Once again, Yates under center. Hands off to Reimel, and he takes off again up the middle. Picks up about 8 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the IndianHawks. Be a short 5. It's between 4 and 5 yards that they have to go now. Just looking at the down stick, it's a little past halfway. But they're up about the 38-yard line. Yates under center, hands off to Reimel, and he gets nowhere. So brings up a 4th down now, and about probably going to be about 6 or 7 now to go. All right, no, well, they gave him forward motion, and so it brings up 4th down and a short 5, and they are going for it. Wideouts on this side, and Yates is brought down, but I think there's going to be a horse collar penalty on that. It was a sack, but there's flags down, and they had him around the collar, so I believe there's going to be a horse collar penalty. That's a personal foul. Wow, it's almost like I'm a psychic. My wife would change that word psychic to psycho. But either way, that's a 15-yard penalty from the point of where it was. So let's see. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the chain gang over there was stopping about 3 yards shy. Either way, it's 1st and 10 now from their own 47-yard line. And there's Zach Evans trying to go up the middle, and he gets nowhere. Matter of fact, he's probably lost a yard. I guess they gave him forward motion back to the line of scrimmage. But so basically it's going to be 2nd and 10. So I formation, Sean Yates under center. He's back to pass. He passes into flat to, is that Malik McPike? And pass is complete. And it's not quite enough for a first down, I don't believe, but it is close. Okay, that is a first down. I knew it was close. They don't like to pull the chains out on the field. They just, so much of the time, they just give them the benefit of the doubt and give them the first down. So 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks, and they are now in Wildcat territory. They are at the 43-yard line. So once again, I formation, and that was a quarterback keeper, and he picked up, looks like maybe about 4 yards, maybe 5. Yeah, 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 6. They are now at the 39-yard line. Once again, Yates under center, I formation, one wide out each end. Back to pass. Pass over here to the corner. And pass broken up. It was, pass was intended for Malik McPike. And pass was incomplete, so it brings up 3rd and 6 for the IndianHawks. So Yates back in a shotgun, and Montgomery County jumped. Let's see, make sure they, okay, it is an offsides. So that's going to take him up, I don't think it's going to take him up quite to a first down. They're going to be about a yard shy of a first down. So 3rd and 1 instead of 3rd and 6. And it just might change their play strategy. And the third down guy, the down stick, yeah, now they're moving it over. I was going to say it needs to move over. And quarterback keeper, and Yates is in for a touchdown. Touchdown, jeez. He's in for a first down. Yeah, maybe my psychic ability is telling me that there's going to be a touchdown coming up. Again, 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. Score is 28-18, Montgomery County over the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks. So 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Yates back to pass. There is a screen play to Evans, and he is over for about a 4-yard gain, I'd say. See exactly where they're going to place the ball. But I'd say it's at least a 4-yard gain, maybe 5. That's a 5-yard gain. So bring it 5. Malik McPike out here to the near, and Yates is moving to the outside, darting in and out, and he's brought out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. See where they place the ball. They're placing it on the 20. So that's enough for a first down. For 1st and 10, IndianHawks keep this drive going. Same offense as before. McPike and Martin to the outside. Yates is back to pass, and he's under a lot of pressure. And he got the ball away to Hill. But he was lucky that there was somebody close there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Okay, Yates back in a shotgun now. Hands it off to Jake Reimel, and he's up the middle. And looks like he's picked up 6 or 7 yards. See what they give him. Looked like about 7 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. Yates back under center again. And Montgomery County almost jumped. All right, tried going up the middle. I think that was Evans with the ball. And gang tackle there. So it brings up about 4th and 2 after a 1-yard gain. So 4th down, and they are down at about the 12-yard line. Got to get to the 10-yard line to pick up a first down. So Yates under center. I got a feeling they're expecting enough. He's going to pass off to Jake Reimel, and he is across for a first down. He's down to about the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal for the IndianHawks. See exactly where they place the ball. They're placing the ball between the 7 and 8-yard line. Okay, they just announced it at the 6-yard line, so 1st and goal from the 6. Yates is back in a shotgun position. He's back to pass. Pass over to Evans, and he is going to bring it in for the touchdown. So Zach Evans for another 6 points. And didn't see any laundry on the field. So that takes the score 28-24 with 31.3 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. So they are going for 2 points again. And there's Sean Yates back to pass. And he passes into the flat. Oh! Ball fumbled around. Intended receiver was Hill. And the ball fumbled around, and he just couldn't quite hold on to it. So, once again, 31.3 seconds remaining. The score is now Montgomery County 28 and the IndianHawks 24. So this game has stayed close throughout the entire game. Montgomery County has managed to get the lead, and they have a 4-point lead now. So the IndianHawks need to take this away to try to get the lead back. Kyle Martin with the kick. Going down to their number 3, that's it is Logan Hutchison, and he gets the ball brought out to about the 26-yard line. So good defense there by the IndianHawks. Montgomery County will be 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. There's 24.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So there's time for a play or two. 1st and 10, Montgomery County. See, they still have Abercrombie in as quarterback, and he tries going up the middle and nowhere to go. Clock is running with just over 10 seconds to go. So that's probably the last play of the quarter. Yeah, they are walking off the field now. And that siren means the end of the third quarter. The score is Montgomery County 28, the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks.
Types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve 7-7.
We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, here we are starting off the fourth quarter with a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Second and 9 for Montgomery County, and they try to forward pass, about a 10-yard pass, and it was incomplete, brings up 3rd and 9. One thing I've noticed about Montgomery County is they take their time between plays. Play clock is down to 10 seconds now, and they have not even set yet. So they have a quick count, 5 seconds. And they get that snap away just in time. Abercrombie back to pass, and he gets the pass away. And he is finally brought down. Who is that? That's number 33 for the Wildcats. I've called his name before tonight. Yeah, Carson Parker. He caught the pass and ran a long ways. So the Wildcats are down to about the 32-yard line of the IndianHawks. 1st and 10. So Wildcats still running the ball quite well. Ball is handed off, and he's brought down after about a 2 or 3 yard gain. He was running across the field. That was Ty Lue with the ball run. He ran about 50 yards, but he only gained about 3 on the play. There's a whistle. Looks like they're doing an official timeout, maybe. I'm not sure. No, I tell you, I think they might have, Montgomery County might have an injured player that is off the field now. But I think that's what it was all about. The clock is stopped at, no, it's going again now at 10:35. Okay, they're ready to play. Abercrombie back in a shotgun, and he's under a lot of pressure. And forward pass over to 33 again, Carson Parker, and they I wasn't seeing who was trying to get him tackled, but they were having a hard time getting him tackled. But the pass was complete, and they are down to about the 8-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal. First and goal for the Wildcats at about the 7 or 8-yard line. Maybe more like about the 6-yard line. Abercrombie takes it himself, and he is brought down at about the 7-yard line. I think he's brought down in the backfield, so there's a bit of a loss on the play. So it'll be second and goal. So once again, like I said, Montgomery County does take their time between plays. Every one of them over there looking to the sideline. But Abercrombie back in a pistol position now. One runner in motion. Gives the ball to their number 22, who is Tristan Murray. And he's got the ball up around the 2 or 3 yard line. Going to bring up third and goal. Third and goal for Montgomery County. Clock's running with 8:50 remaining in the ball game. 28-24, Montgomery County over IndianHawks. And there is Abercrombie with the quarterback keeper, and he is in for a touchdown. So that takes the score right now to 34-24, back to a 10-point lead. Here in the fourth quarter, 34-24. And they are going for 2 points. Abercrombie back in a shotgun. He's keeping it himself. And he is in the end zone for another 2 points. So now with Montgomery County with a 12-point lead. Fourth quarter, 36-24, Montgomery County over Clopton Elsberry. 8:41 remaining on the clock. So Zumwalt, Martin, and Reimel, they're back deep to receive from Montgomery County, who's not even out on the field yet. Here they come. And Abercrombie is Evan Abercrombie kicking off for the Wildcats. And there is the kick. Low kick. Picked up by Zumwalt. And he's looking for a place to run. And he runs into 3 or 4 Wildcats. Looks like he's up to about the 28-yard line. So from the 28-yard line, IndianHawks will take over 1st and 10. 8:34 remaining in the ball game. They are down by 12 points. They need 2 touchdowns to tie. That's not counting any extra points. They need 2 touchdowns to tie. So they need to get one here and then steal the ball away and get another one. So wideouts, Yates under center, and he hands off to Jake Reimel, and he picks up maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. See, it just depends on where they place the ball. It'll be second. Actually, no gain at all on the play. 2nd and 10. Clock is running with 8 minutes. Kyle Martin to the near side. Can't really tell who's to the far side. I formation, Yates under center. He's back to pass. Kyle Martin snags that right out of the air. And a ankle tackle by well, I don't know what number it was. I thought it was number 13 for them, but there is no number 13. But either way, it's a first down for the IndianHawks. Tremendous catch there by Kyle Martin. That gets the ball up to their own 41-yard line. So, once again, an I formation. 2 wideouts. Yates back to pass again. And there was a screen pass to Zach Evans. He's going to pick up 1 yard. So 2nd and 9. Under 7 minutes remaining. Okay, see what kind of an offense they have this time. We've got Kyle Martin here to the near side. Evans and Reimel back with Yates. Yates to pass. There's a long pass to Martin, and it was just out of his reach. He's about a foot in front of his fingertips. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. That would have been a touchdown if he would have caught it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 now. This is a very crucial 3rd down here in this game. The IndianHawks need to maintain this drive. They need to score on this drive. So once again, Yates back in a shotgun. He's got 2 backs with him. Pass intended for Malik McPike. He jumped up in the air and was defended. And he went through his hands. It was over his hands. So it brings up 4th and 9. So as crucial as that 3rd and 9 was, this 4th and 9 is even more crucial. They certainly don't need to turn the ball over here. So 4th and 9, they're going for it. Yates back in a shotgun. Evans and Reimel back with him. And he's back to pass. Long pass to Martin. And the ball was just knocked out of Martin's hands. So turnover on downs now. So now it is up to the Clopton Elsberry defense to get this ball back because they are 12 points down. They can't afford to, with 6:11 remaining in the game, they can't afford to let the Wildcats control this ball very long. They need 2 touchdowns. So the IndianHawks defense needs to stand up strong, and they need a takeaway. And we have penalty flags down. Montgomery County had runner in motion. False start for Montgomery County, so it's going to bring up 1st and 15. Ball will be on the IndianHawks 48-yard line. 1st and 15. So Abercrombie back, passes laterally, and he's got a lot of room to go, and he's brought down after about a 14-yard gain. He's still not down. They finally blow the whistle. He is up close to a first down. I don't know if they'll give it to him or not, but he is up close to a first down. Yeah, about a 13-yard gain, be 2nd and 2. So once again, Abercrombie back in a pistol position, 2 wideouts both sides, and he quarterback keeping it himself, and he is in for the first down. He is across the 30-yard line. So first down for Montgomery County. And they've got the ball on about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. 5:23, and the clock is running. 36-24. Montgomery County over Clopton Elsberry. Same formation for Montgomery County, 1 back. And Abercrombie is rolling out to pass. And the ball was almost intercepted by Kyle Martin. It was deflected away. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock is stopped now with 5:03. And so same offense for Montgomery County. And here's Abercrombie rolling out to the near side. He gets the ball over to Bailey Sontag. He picked up about 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Clock is stopped with 4:56. Now, as soon as they set the ball, they'll start the clock again. Exact same offense. Back to pass. The pass is over to number 4, and he is in for a touchdown. That is Drake Smith in for another touchdown for Montgomery County. We're beginning to see why their record was 6 and 2. So at this time, that brings the score to 42-24. And there on the extra 2 points attempt, it was unsuccessful. There was brought down in the backfield. So another score by Montgomery County, and with 4:49 remaining in the ballgame, the score is now 42-24 to Clopton Elsberry. And they are now 3 touchdowns behind. So Zumwalt, Martin, and Reimel are back to receive. There's Martin with the ball, and he's up to about the 37-yard line. All right, IndianHawks, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. There's 4:44 remaining in this ball game. Reimel, and he reversed it to Malik McPike, and he's tripped up. Reimel not received the ball, but the ball was tossed to him, and he started off towards the far side. And he saw he was going down, and he lateraled it to Malik McPike, who was able to turn that loss into about a 3-yard gain. So 2nd and 7 for the IndianHawks. All right, here's Yates back in a shotgun again. Back to pass, looking deep. Gets the ball over to Zach Evans for a short gain. So about a 2-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 5 now for the IndianHawks. Clock is running with a little over 3.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. IndianHawks come out and line up again. Yates is in a shotgun. He's got Reimel back with him. Martin to the near side. Yates back to pass. There's a long pass intended for Malik McPike, and is about 3 or 4 yards over his head. So that brings up 4th down, 4th and 5. As soon as they set the ball, clock should start. 3:11 showing on the clock right now. And Yates back in the shotgun again. Reimel back there with him. He's back to pass. And that pass was intended for Zach Evans, and it was not there. So turnover on downs goes to the Montgomery County Wildcats. My lips were going on strike then. So with 3:07 remaining on the clock, Montgomery County has the ball. 1st and 10 from the IndianHawk 43. And once again, they are taking all kinds of time to get a play in. There's a flag down on the play. And I'd say no gain on the play. It was a draw play up the middle. All right, illegal shift against the offense. Penalty is declined. So they're going to bring up 2nd down and about 2nd and 10, because there was no gain on that. So 2nd and 10. .301 showing on the clock. Again, have any kind of chance in this, the IndianHawks need a takeaway. They need about 3 takeaways coming up. And there's number 22 with the ball. I'll get his name here in a second. He's running around the far side. And that is Tristan Murray. He picked up about 6 yards, makes it third and about 4. Clock is running, 2:10. Third and 4 for the Wildcats. And quarterback keeper, and he's in for the first down and more. He's still going. And he's finally brought down. Ball was fumbled, but I believe they're going to call it down. Down by contact. And that is Drake Doozer back in as quarterback again. He started the game. And for quite a while there, they had Ethan Abercrombie in. But now Doozer's back in again. Clock is running with 1:40 remaining. And first and 10 for the Wildcats. And the ball is ball's at about the 30-yard line. Oh, no, it's about the 27-yard line. Didn't see it sitting over there. They need a bright orange one. Up, there's timeout. And the Wildcats called a timeout. That's interesting. Not really sure why they would have called a timeout, but let's get a last little commercial in here.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't
All right, we are ready to start this again. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this ball game. Wildcats have the ball first and 10 from the IndianHawks 27-yard line. Got to remember, this is the last regular season game for the IndianHawks. Districts will be coming up. And there's Doozer running the ball himself, and he's darting around, and he's got the ball up to around the 11-yard line. Looks like another first down for Montgomery County. They just started the clock up again, so we're just a little over a minute to go. And I'm not sure who the quarterback is now. They have Doozer and Abercrombie both in there. They're playing dual quarterbacks. I don't know if that's anything like dueling banjos or not. But either way, I think they're just going to take a knee. As Montgomery County takes a knee, and there's 30 seconds remaining in the game. That looks like that's going to be it. Because the game clock is a few seconds ahead of the play clock. That is going to be the end of the ball game. Final score, Montgomery County 42 and Clopton Elsberry 24. You know, by all accounts, that's not even a close score, but I'll tell you what, the IndianHawks looked, in my opinion, they looked better tonight than they have in several of their games. They had less penalties than normal, and you know, they obviously they didn't play as good as Montgomery County, but Montgomery County is now 7-2 on the season, and this makes IndianHawks 2-7. But district game will be next week, I suppose, and it looks like it's either going to be against Monroe City or Palmyra. It'd be against one of those two teams. I'm not sure yet which one. And depending on how the Elsberry Lady Indians do with their softball game determines whether I'll be at that game or not. If I can, I will be at the district game. But I don't want to not be there, but at the same time, if I'm there, that means that the Lady Indians have lost in their next game coming up, and we don't want that to happen either. So, again, final score 42-24. Montgomery County over the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks. And not a whole lot to say here. It's a shame. You always hate to see a season come to a close, but they all have to, and that is it for the regular season for Clopton Elsberry. And so I would like to thank everybody that has been listening to these games, and it looks good to be looking down here at the stands and see the support that this team has. So if I don't get to do next week's district game, then it's been fun doing these games for Clopton Elsberry. I will continue to be doing all the other Elsberry sports, the boys and girls basketball and spring baseball. Right now we're still going on with the softball games. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this out for tonight. And from Clopton High School for the Indian Sports Network, this is Kenny Masterson saying good night.